You go to the you got it right. Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin Ashrafil Mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. That's my hadith for tonight. As-sabru inda
sadmatil ula.
Yes,
We were just listening to the tafsir just now about the ayat in Surah Baqarah about the sabr, and this is what the Ustazah told us about, the as-sabru inda sadmatil ula.
Sometimes I think everything is already planned. Yeah,
yes,
it never seems to be a coincidence. Sometimes when I read a surah, an ayah in the Quran, and I share it somewhere in any group, in any of the groups that we belong to, there'll be some sisters somewhere who say, "Oh, I needed that," So sometimes, no, Allahu Akbar, that's really good.
That's true.
Okay, just to run down again, because I know all of us tend to forget. I tend to forget, especially.
If we don't repeat, we forget.
Yeah, mushtaqat. Mushtaqat, remember which family did this word come from?
Mushtaqat. Shin, Kaf, Kaf, right? So it should be, is it 8?
Yes, it's family 8 because of the ta,
right?
There, that's it. So ishtaqa, yashtaqu, ishtaqa, al-ishtiqaq. Yeah, and it is actually the isim maf'ul of this word. Yeah, the isim maf'ul. So the one that is being derived, and this is the plural, mushtaqat. Linguistically speaking, if we open the dictionary, then what it really means is to take something from something else, to derive something. Yeah, but in Sarf, it is actually a technical term. Mushtaqat is actually a technical term, and it actually implies or denotes a special group of isms. The one that we saw the last time, the list that we shared, we've already done isim fa'il. Then we looked at the siyar mubalagha, yes, the sifah mushabbaha, the isim maf'ul. Yeah, isim maf'ul. And today we're going to do isim zaman and isim makan. And they are normally grouped together. Yes, because first they look alike. Yeah, and you can only tell the difference from the context. And the rules for zaman usually applies to the makan as well. Yeah, so that's why it's always studied together. Then, inshallah, in the next 2 lessons, we will cover isim ala, the tools, and of course isim tafdil. Yeah, isim tafdil. So this one will be a bit long. This is a bit short. So we'll see how.
So actually, mushtaqat is all the isims, right?
Yes, it's all the isims we derive. Because remember, there were 2 schools. One that said that we derive fi'ils from the masdar, and the other school says that we derive the masdar from the fi'il. So in this case, it's deriving things from the fi'il. Yeah, isim maf'ul and all that. Okay, this is a rundown of what we did before, the mushtaqat before. Mushtaq, isim mushtaq, that was before here. And this is the isim maf'ul. And we know the isim maf'ul is the one affected by the action. Okay. So then we had this long sentence. Yes. Ismun yushtaq. Would you like to read this?
Yeah, can try that. Ismun yushtaqun. Yushtaqun, right? Or is it
it's a verb.
Okay,
yes.
Sorry. Ismun yushtaqu minal fi'lil mudari muta'addiyun al-mabni lil majhul wa huwa yadullu ala man waqa'a alayhi fi'l.
Yes. If you look at this, this is ala, this is half of jar. Yeah. And then it's followed by man, which is an isim mawsul. So this is one of the silas that becomes an isim, right? This whole thing is an isim. So that means this is your isim mawsul and the silah is a jumlah fi'iliyah. And this whole thing is the isim majrur that goes with your ala. So if we had to translate this sentence, how would it be, do you think?
Okay. Ismun, isim, is it which? Because it's sifa. This is ismun is the nakira followed by a fi'il mudari, jumlah fi'liya. So it will be the sifa for ismun. So we translate as isim, which is derived. But this is
this muta'addi is actually just a note. It's not
note,
actually in the sentence. Okay, so it's actually mudari al-mabni lil-majhul.
Okay, so ishtaq is the which is derived from fi'il mudari. Al-mabni is tak. How do you say that mabni in English?
This is actually just a way of saying fi'il mudari majhul. Yeah.
Okay, passive.
Yes, that's
So
right. The
fi'il
passive.
mudari, the passive present tense. Wahuwa yadulu. Yadulu is
Yadulu is to denote something. So this is the verb, and it denotes. Okay, we can see it that way because this is actually a jumlah ismiyah. But the what do you call it? The habar part is a sentence. Yeah, sentence within a sentence on top of that.
Yeah, this is the jumlah fi'liya coming as a khabar, and so it is what is it derived? No, denotes.
It denotes.
It denotes ala man waqa'a alayhi al-fi'l. Okay, upon that which verb waqa'a is to put.
Is actually something that occurs.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the verb occurs upon it. How do we?
On it.
The he is referring back to
the
majhul,
the person.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Okay. Let me try again.
It's not easy.
An isim which is derived from present passive.
Present passive.
Present passive. Is it waw halia?
Sorry, is it?
This waw, wahua, waw halia?
And
is it?
And yeah,
Okay.
it can be. No, not just put it as ataf. Yeah, and
it denotes ala man waqa'a alayhi fi'l. Okay. Upon the one which the verb what did you say waqa'a just now?
Waqa'a occurred. Yeah, occurred.
Upon which the fi'l
upon which the action.
Okay, the action. Okay, the action occurs upon it.
Upon him
upon
or the one, yeah?
Upon the one who action occurs.
All right.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So what I put here, but I didn't put it on the slide, the noun, is derived from the present, put transitive verb from the passive present, which is based on the passive verb, which indicates or denotes, right, the one on whom the action occurred.
Or the one affected by the action. You already have the title.
Exactly. Sometimes there's so many ways in English to put it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
From the translation. Okay. So then the thing about isim maf'ul is, remember, why do we use isim maf'ul? Yeah, why do we use isim maf'ul and not the verb itself? Yeah. This one, it says that basically it's an action that doesn't happen for a long time. It's one of those, it just happens, as it's an active action. When it's happening, it's happening. After that, it stops. Yeah. So that's the normal thing, right? We don't have anything that is, how we say, permanent here.
When it is verb. right?
Yeah. So isim maf'ul yadulu ala hudusi wala yadulu ala subut. Yeah. So it's not for something that is long lasting. Yeah. So isim maf'ul. So we have here kataba yaktubu. This is the normal mudhari, but when we make it passive, it will be yuktabu. Yeah, and the yuktabu is the one that gives you the maktub. This is our second line in our normal chart. Yeah. Okay, alhamdulillah. Then we went on to see the different patterns of isim maf'ul. Yeah. We already know the 10 families. Yeah, so we're not going to go into that. We're looking at the ones that are different. So here in this case, this is ajwaf, yeah, with wow in the middle. Then you know what is the root letter because in the mudhari it appears. So when we do the maf'ul, we just say makul. Yeah, makul. Yeah. But sometimes, although it's ajwaf, even in the mudhari, it doesn't appear. Like in this case, yuhafu. Then we have to look at the masdar. And hopefully the masdar has it. And then we can make the maf'ul. Yeah, then we can make the maf'ul. Then we look at a mahmuz. Yeah, we look at a mahmuz case. In a mahmuz case, we need to put the root letter here, and we put a mim maftuha where the waw was. Yeah, where the ya was, where the wow was, where the ya was. Too many dhammas and wows make me say wow. So,
okay, this is the passive, right?
Yeah, this is the passive. Ui and ua. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Yeah. And then we make it. We put the root letter here, and we put a maftuha. So both of them actually, all three actually, is following the same thing. The mim in front has the fatha, and then you put the root letter here. Now let's look at the different case, and this one is nakis. Yes, nakis. And nakis here, we have nakis with a waw, nakis with a ya, and nakis with both waw and ya. So this is what we would expect, but it's still maftuha in front. Yeah, it's still mad'u, yeah, marmi, and maqwi. Yeah, so it's all still ma. Yeah, because it's mujarrad, we learned that, right? Memang the maf'ul for mujarrad has a fatha with the mim. Then the next case is when we do for ghair sulasi. Yeah, ghair sulasi. For ghair sulasi, now how do we do this? Ghair sulasi depends on the family. So akrama, of course, you know it has to have a dhamma. And then we must make sure the last, remember the last but one letter has a fatha. So muqramun, yeah, muftatahun, and then mukhtarun. Remember this special case where both the isim fa'il and the isim maf'ul looks the same. And then we went on to look at patterns that was considered as isim maf'ul, but it doesn't have things like mim and things like that. Yeah, but it is maf'ul, isim maf'ul. This pattern is fa'il, fa'ula, fi'lun. Yeah, so this pattern, fa'il, fa'ula, fi'lun. This is an isim maf'ul pattern. We saw some examples. And we need to go back to that. Can't think of one at the moment, but one was fa'il. I've forgotten already as well. Not
so quick, we forget.
Okay. What did we do last time? What was it? Shall I? Let's take out the notes and see.
Kareem, no.
That one was under, I think, fine. Karim is under, what is the other one? The one that we've done already. Mubalagha or mushabbaha? Between the two, isn't it? Something. Okay. Sarf. What was the last one that we did? Hmm. Let's see. We did this, and we had an example. Did you see the examples I put in that day? During the notes, not yet, didn't get a chance. Maldubi was one where we took from fi'il mazlum. This is the only example I could find in the Quran that had this. All the other maf'uls wasn't like that. Wasn't like that. Because this is from fi'il lazim. Remember, because it's quite difficult. It like contradicts itself. When you say it's from fi'il lazim, how can you have an isim maf'ul? Yeah, but Maldubi, yeah. So this is the only ayah that has this, because we can do this if we have a half a jar or if it is an idafa fragment. That's the only time where we can have a maf'ul that behaves that is from a fi'il lazim. Sorry. So fa'il, these are some of the examples. Yeah.
Jarih.
Zabih, rajim, zonin, to be suspicious.
So these are the words which is not in the sarf, right?
It's not in the
sarf or normal sarf.
Yes, not this is not the normal maf'ul pattern, because there's no meme or anything, right? The others we do have the meme, so not the but as you can see, laden with custard. We were looking at this, remember which one was tall and which one was laden. Yeah, nakhl, that was the palm trees. Yeah, I thought this was tall, but then you said no. Nadi'un is the one that is laden with clusters of date, to be heavy. The one that is laden. Rajim, the one that is the one who was expelled. So this is where the meaning comes in. The maf'ul meaning comes in.
She's laden.
So those are the three patterns. Fa'il, fa'ula, fi'lun. Then we have, of course, why do we have this? What is this last line here?
Which one?
This last line here.
This line?
Ukhzina mahzun. Why do we say this? Why is this line here? This last row is the one that does not follow our pattern. Yeah. Because by right, if this was ui, this is maybe what is the one that is normal? This is passive. The active one would be ahzana, something like that, right? So it should have been muk, right? Or muhzun or muh, something like that, right? Muhzun. But no, it's mah. So that this is where it is shazah. It doesn't follow the pattern. And we will have this with all the mushtaqat. There will only be a shazah for that mushtaqat. Someone who doesn't follow, because remember, this is all about following a language that is already there, and we're trying to make rules for something that is already there. Yeah. So that's why we have this. So now let's look at the zaman and makan. Zaman and makan. Okay. So what is isim zaman? What is isim makan? So here we have the sentence here. Huma, because we're talking about two. Yeah, ismani, there are two isims which are derived, mushtaqat. Lid-dalala ala zaman wuku'i fi'il aw makani wuku'i fi'il. So this is actually it dilutes or denotes the time when the action happened, and the time where the place where the action occurred. So the
place where the fi'il is happening. Okay, the action is happening.
So here we have. So now we look at, of course, the fi'il sulasi, the mujarrad. So fi'il mujarrad. Remember when we learned mujarrad? There was 3 patterns for zarf. What were the 3 patterns? Do you remember?
Maf'alun. No?
Okay.
Yeah, correct?
Yes, correct.
Maf'alun, maf'ilun, and maf'alatun.
Maf'alatun. Okay. So now we're going to see why they said this. Okay. And when does it occur? When do we use maf'al? When do we use maf'il? When do we use
Okay.
maf'alatun? So the first thing we're going to look at is this pattern. Yakunani min fi'il sulasi ala wazn maf'il. Okay, so let's have a look at this.
Maf'il first.
Misal.
إذا
When we have misal. Misal is what again?
Example.
No. This is not the example. This is
Oh, you mean
misal as in
the
sarf.
sarf? Okay,
Okay.
misal is the harf illa in the beginning.
Yes, that's right. So the fa uhu, the fa letter is waw.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fa
so
kalima is the wow. Yes.
so in this case, wa'ada mau'id. Yeah, this is janji, right? To make a promise.
Yep.
So time of a place or appointment is how we see. Can you think of any ayah with promise in it? I'm thinking of
Wa'adallahi haqqun. No, cannot be wa'adallahi. Wa'ada is fi'il, right? So wa'adallahu, Allah promise.
what is wa'adna Musa? What is
وَإِذْ
wa'adna
وَعَدْنَا مُوسَى. Yes. أربعين
Layla? Yes, that's right. Arba'ina Layla. Then we have this one. Which one we must know? Yes, Maulada Maulid.
Maulidu.
So
That
this is where Maulidur Rasul came from. Yeah.
Time or place of birth. So Mithal will have maf'il pattern. Is that what is?
That's right.
Okay.
That's why misal will have maf'il pattern, but when the misal has the fa letter with a waw. Yeah.
Okay.
So this specific misal with the waw. So this is another one. So this waqafa mawqif, and it actually means parking lot. Let me see if you can this one. I mean,
stop.
When we have the asayarat, right? Then it is a parking lot.
Mawqifus sayyara.
Where you stop cars. That's interesting, isn't it? Where you stop cars.
Yes.
I like the way they think of the
stop the cars.
Yeah. So now this one, instead of misal, we are looking at
this is ajwaf.
Yes, ajwaf. Yeah. So this pattern is applicable to ajwafs with ya,
which is mabi. That is maf'ilun. No, is it the same?
The same. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same pattern. It is still maf'ilun, but this happens
of the harf in the middle.
So pattern of maf'il occurs with just now. The first one that we looked at was a misal with the beginning waw, right? Then we use the same pattern with ajwaf with ya. The half ila is ya. Yeah. So this is very rare. My sheikh said that this is very rare. We don't really use a place for selling as mabiyat, that is not used, but it is a valid pattern. Okay, let's just put it away. That's a valid pattern. Safa, yasifu, masifun is a place where you spend your summer in. Okay, and bata, this one yabitu, mabit is a place to stay the night. Yeah, something like maybe a hotel or something. Yeah. So in this case, you see, what he did was he used the normal mudari. Why did he use the normal mudari? So that it's easier for us to remember the pattern for the maf'ul. Although maf'ul is actually something passive. Yeah, because with the mudari, you just replace this part here and put in mim maftuha. So that's why he used the mudari here. Yeah, if you're wondering why. This is how the one who wrote the book on the sarf made it easy for us to remember. So in this case, he used mudari. Maklum. Mudari maklum.
Mudari maklum.
Yeah. Okay. Now the first line comes in. Okay. All right.
Oh,
So
just
now,
now we didn't see the first one.
yeah, we didn't see the first line because it wasn't in order.
Oh,
Okay. Now,
إذا
إذا
كان
كان فعل صحيحا,
صحيحا.
this is the opposite of معتل. Yeah, معطل, the
Ah,
one that we saw just now, the ones
yeah,
with the
this
half.
صحيح.
So now, what happens when we have something like this? We look at the ain and the ain kalima, okay, of the mudari, the normal mudari, yajlisu. Yeah, yajlisu. And if this is with kasrah, then your maf'ul is
مفعول
majlis.
بمجلس.
Majlis. It's still the
We are
maf'il
still doing
pattern.
مفعول, right?
Yeah, it's still the maf'il pattern. Yeah, so these are all the cases with maf'il. Yeah, majlis. So this is another ruling when it is sahih, and the ain kalimah in the mudari is with kasrah, not the majhul. Here's another one. Arada ya'ridu ma'rid. Yeah, to show something, we use it with books. This is actually for exhibitions. Sometimes people think, because normally zaf, zaf, yeah, follows the pattern of isim maf'ul, and isim
Yeah.
maf'ul, it has the fatha. Yeah, so sometimes people say ma'arad instead, but that's wrong. It's actually ma'arid, and it is still zaman makan. Yeah, ma'arid. So this is something we need
This
to.
is mujarrad.
This is mujarrad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mujarrad. That's why we have maf'il, right? So
this is why we have maf'il. Yeah, but this is fi'il sahih. Okay.
okay.
But this is where people tend to think it is ma'arad because of the influence of the other families.
The mazid fi, we will have the ain kalima as fatha, with a fatha, right? For
Yes, for the
isim maf'ul and zarf.
So that's why they have this tendency to think it's ma'arad. Yeah, but actually it's ma'arid. Why is it ma'arid?
Because
it's mujarrad, and
sahih.
we have the pattern maf'il for sahih. Yeah, for pattern sahih. Okay, what other occasions? Oh no, that's all that we have covered now. So what did we see just now to get maf'il? First thing that we saw
is misal.
Misal, when it starts with a wow.
Wow.
Second
And
thing,
then ajwaf, when it's ain kalima, is ya.
yes.
And then we have sahih was the fourth, is it?
Which one was the fourth?
The last one just now. Sahih.
Yes, sahihan is the fourth one.
The fourth
when
one.
the
The
mudari has the ain kalimah with a kasrah. So what was the third one?
This is so fast.
I don't know how we're going to survive. Subhanallah.
Okay, first one is the
because of the shaza, was it? No, shaza is different. No, I'm going to the wrong slide.
Misal wawi, and then ajwaf yayi, and third one was
oh yeah, there's only three.
Three, is it?
Just three. No wonder we didn't. No wonder we didn't remember. Okay,
so it's
three.
sahih, and the sahih, which is the mudari will have a kasra.
Yeah, the
ain
mudari
kalima in mudari will be kasra.
Yeah, and then
that
the other
is
one
that could be daraba yadribu, right?
For the jalasa.
Jalasa yajlisu. Yeah, daraba family, daraba yadribu. And then which other tribe which has
that means it's Madrib, is it?
Yeah, Madrib. And then hasiba yahsibu. Hasiba yahsibu. Also
mahsib. Is it mahsib?
So the ain kalima in mudari will have a kasra.
And it is sahih, right?
Yes, correct.
So it should be Mahsib.
Mahsib. Maf'il, right? Maf'il.
Maf'il. Now
So
we
the
move.
other tribes are all Fatha, right? Mudari, Ain Kalima in Mudari will be Fatha because Nasara Yansuru Dhamma, and then Fataha Yaftahu is Fatha. Karuma Yakrum is also Dhamma.
You'll see this with Yahruju. Haraja Yahruju.
That is Nasara Yansuru.
Okay. So here, everything other else will be Maf'al. Those were the only one Maf'il. This everything else will be Maf'al.
Maf'al.
Okay.
How are you going to remember this?
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Okay. Yes, this is, you were talking just now. Shariba yashrabu, which would be
Sami'a Yasma'u family.
Yeah, so this will be mashrab. Yeah,
Mashrab.
drinking
So
place.
maf'alun.
So we can have this for place where we drink or time where we drink. Yeah, can also be. Kataba yaktubu maktub.
Nasara Yansuru.
So this can be a place where I write. It can be your office. It can be your desk, in fact. Yeah, maktab. And qara'a yaqra'u maqra'a. Maqra'ah. Yes, fataha. Fataha yaftahu. A place to study the Quran.
Maqra'atun. Okay.
Maqra'atun. Nice, isn't it? Rama yarmi marma. A place to throw. The one when we do our Hajj, right? What do we call that place that we do the throwing?
Jamarat.
Jamrat.
Jamarat. Yeah.
Why the gym? Or is it?
No, I think it's a different word.
It's a different
Jamarat
word.
cannot be from Rama.
It cannot be for throwing, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not for throwing. Okay.
Jamarat. We have to see the dictionary. Jim, Mim, Ra, I think, yeah?
What does Jim, Mim, Ra mean?
You can check.
Check what's Jim. Yeah. Okay.
Jim,
Jim, Mim, Ra. Can you see? Is it big enough?
Yeah, I can see that.
Jim, Mim, Ra.
Jam.
Jim, Mim, Ra. Embers.
To roast a meat. To burn incense. Jamr.
Jamra. Let's see whether there's any explanation here.
Yeah.
Jamra.
Next
Yeah.
page, right?
Rankling resentment. Is it? Oh no, here is small stone throwing ceremony at Mina.
Oh, it's written there.
Yeah, that's what it says here.
Pebble, small stone in the zone.
Also, it's the pebble itself, the small stone itself. Jamra. Okay, that's something. At least we know now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Jumara. Majamir. Okay.
Sa'a, yas'a, and mas'a. Is it yas'i? Shouldn't it be?
Should Sa'a is Fatah.
Should it not be yas'i? Normally, by rule, shouldn't it be yas'i?
I don't know. Because this is what? Sa'a?
Nakis, right? This is nakis.
Sin, Ain, Ya. Is it Ya or Wow? Let's try. Ya.
I think it's ya.
Ya.
Sin ain ya. Have you've got your
Sa'a, yes, correct.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Not yas'i. Oh, okay.
No. Yes,
What is okay. Yeah, I forgot. What am I saying? Which family is that?
It's Sa'a, yes, should be Fataha Yaftahu, I think.
Yaftahu. Okay, that's why this is okay. So the place between Safa and Marwa, this is what we call Mas'a, because we do the sa'i between the two places, back and forth.
And be Masdar, I think, sa'i.
So this is Rama. Yarmi would be Fata'a. Sami'a. No.
Rama Yarmi Daraba Yadribu, I think.
Yadribu.
Daraba family.
So this one is
Fataha yaftahu.
Yaftahu.
Mm.
Okay. Have we covered all the three?
Which one?
Tafa yatufu.
Mm.
Now this one, we have a bit of iqlal happening here. Yeah?
Mm.
So it becomes matafa. Yeah. If not, it would have been maf'al, right? Maf'al. The ain kalimah is wow. Yeah. So some changes here, and the fatha is gone there instead of on top of here. We would expect the fatha to be on the ain kalimah, which is the wow, but no, it has moved to the fa kalimah. So this is the one of the iqlal rules that happens, the shifting.
So it's supposed to be matuwaf.
Matwaf.
Matuwaf.
But it's not
That's why we
matwaf.
have mutawif, right? Mutawif is the one who will.
But it's a different family.
Yeah, that's right.
Mutawif.
That is family two, yes. So this will be matuwaf, maf'al, matuwaf. So wow.
You looked at
it will be
family two,
mataf, right? So use this mataf.
Mataf is the place around the Kaabah where we tawaf.
Yes. So yeah, because
you've heard
the
of this
wow,
before, I think. You heard of this word before, right?
Yeah. It's in Makkah, right? They write there mataf.
Yeah, mataf.
And the signboards will be there, mataf. Yeah, matuwaf. So wow has a fatha. I wonder what rule is that. Okay, I have to refer to the ruling.
Yes, the rule of iktal. Yeah. Yeah, ibdal and ibdal. And then ibdal is the one that affects the half ilah. Ibdal is the one that is the normal letters.
Changing the letter, right?
Like ta and ta, right? Yeah, so that's where it comes. Okay. Qama yaqumu maqam. This one I think you know very well. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. So this one is under maf'al. So everything else apart from what we saw just now. Yeah. What was the three things we saw just now again? Let's refresh again.
Okay.
Hopefully stick better.
Mithal with wow in the beginning.
Ajwaf with ya.
Ajwa with the ya in the ain kalima.
With kasra for sahih, right? Yeah.
Yes. Kasra in the mudari. Ain kalima is kasra in mudari.
Mudari.
For sahih.
Yeah. The sahih mudari. Yeah.
That is maf'il.
Maf'il. Yes, that is maf'il. So this
and
is
then maf'al will be the rest of it.
With the rest of it.
Fataha yaftahu, nasara yansuru, and then daraba yadribu.
Yeah.
What else we have? That's all, right?
That's all for the four sulasi. Okay. Then, ghair sulasi. What happens here?
So it's mazid fi. No. Yeah, mazid fi. More than three.
Yeah. So when it is more than three, yes, we change the ya of the mudari. You know the ya mudara'ah, the one that is in front of the mudari for huwa. Yeah. That becomes a mim madmumah, mim with a dhammah on top. And then we have the fatha for the second last letter. Yeah. So this is the same rule for isim fa'il, if you remember somewhere.
It's maf'ul.
Sorry, isim maf'ul. Sorry.
Yeah, because the ain kalima will have a fatha for isim maf'ul.
Yeah. I wrote it here, in fact. Okay, alhamdulillah, mashallah. So akhraja yukhriju mukhraj. Yeah. So this is not the makhraj that we are thinking of, because makhraj comes from
I think thulathi.
Yeah, makhraj comes from the first one.
First family, right?
Yeah, family
so
one.
It's like maf'al. Maf'alun.
It's maf'al.
Makhraj is maf'alun. So that will be the sahih thulathi, where the kharaja yakhriju, I think.
Yahriju.
Because the mudari, right? The mudari with the ain kalima.
It's actually yahruju. Haraja yahruju makhraj.
Okay. So it is nasara yansur.
Yeah. So the isim maf'ul, isim makan, isim zaman looks the same. Mukharaj, yeah, this one. Then we have here adkhala, yudkhilu, yudkhilu, and mudkhal. So the muf'al comes in. This is inqalaba yanqalibu, yeah. Yes, munqalaban.
Okay.
Place or time to leave. Sarafa. Interesting.
Sarafa is leave.
Yeah, to leave.
To leave.
To leave.
In Sarafa, I thought it's like explaining Sarf, right? Sarf.
That's the beauty of this language, isn't it? You think,
or maybe
it's to
because of
turn,
the,
right? Because of to turn. Maybe that's why.
Maybe the family, different family can different meaning.
In Kalaba is which family?
There's Sarf averting, turning away.
To turn away is
Kalaba
7.
should be 7.
To turn away, to go away, to depart. Yeah. To leave.
You have 7?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
To turn away, to go away, depart. Okay, from.
Yeah.
So it in Sarafa an. Okay. Leave. So okay, leave.
To leave. What happened to my slideshow? Has it stopped?
Yeah, it's gone to the first slide. Ya muqallibal qulub.
Let me see. Let's go to here. Right. All right. Oh yeah, we were here just now.
In Sarafa.
Then the next one, a good word to remember how it came about. Yeah, is here. Salah. No, the beautiful part was when we were doing this in class. No, he was trying to think what other words that would be good for you to, know. And then the azan came up and then he went, okay, now Salah. Musalla. So this is where Musalla comes from.
Place of salat. Yeah.
It was really cute. Okay. This one is also nice. I think you know this.
Which one? Istashfa. Hospital, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So istashfa is to seek cure, right? Mustashfa is where we go when we want to be cured. Interesting.
Place to seek cure. Okay.
I'll put at hospital.
Yeah.
I hope I spelled that right. Okay. So this is Ghaib Sulasi. So we have this pattern. We take the normal fi'il mudari.
Add a meme with a gamma.
Yeah, and change this.
The fatha on the ain kalima.
Yeah. Now we come to the ones that are out of the rules. Okay. So
what is the meaning of shazat?
Shazah is just like your when tajweed, when the kira, remember the qura, there are some recitations that are not the 10 not the 10 mutawatirs, we call it shazah. So this is also against the rule. Shazah means to be, they don't follow the rules. Yeah. So it comes here, say instead of maf'il, it comes as maf'al. Oh, sorry. Instead of, it comes as maf'al instead of maf'il. Yeah, because the qa'idah or the rule is maf'al. The rule is maf'al, but then it comes as maf'il. So which word are we looking at? Yeah, which word are we looking at? One classic case is masjid. Sajada yasjudu masjidun, because this is sahih. Yeah, it's sahih and it is sulasi, but we don't follow the rules. We didn't follow the maf'al.
It should be maf'al.
Maf'al, because remember we said only those 3 was maf'il.
Yeah.
And this is it doesn't follow. But we will find some places, some people in Arabic speaking people do say as masjid. Yeah, so there is sometimes both are used. But so this is one of the words where both can be used, but normally we will use masjid. The more mashhur is masjid. And then here is another example of just like what we saw just now about makhraj. Yes, so this is another case of like makhraj, where we would have expected the makhraj to come from Ghai Sulasi, but it comes instead from the family one. And the more popular zaman or makan is from family one. So syaraka, tashruk, mashrik, yeah, ashraka, yushrik. Then this one is mushrak.
Because this is family 4.
Mm-hmm.
We do not usually use isim maf'ul or isim makan or ala
From family 4.
Usually family 1. Okay.
So although the pattern exists, yeah, what we normally take it from is actually family 1. That's why we go for mahraj. Okay, other examples of this happening, yeah, instead of being maf'al, it becomes maf'il. A classic case, waraba, yaghrubu, maghrib. Yeah, because this is sahih. It's 3 letters, but it's not maghrib, it's maghrib. Another one that we see in the Quran, tala'a, yatlu'u,
matuli ash-shams.
Yeah, we always see this. And another one also that's popular. Here we are. Nasaka yang suku mansik.
Mansik. The manasik is the plural, okay. The place of worship.
Manasik is that a broken plural? Manasik? Yeah.
Same as masajid.
Yes, masabih.
Because there's a dua in the
Mafatih.
Quran.
All of this, these are the broken plural. Okay. Then remember we had just now was maf'il, maf'al. What was the third one?
Maf'il, maf'al, and maf'alatun.
Yes, maf'alatun. So when does maf'alatun come in? Yeah.
Is it nakis? I'm just guessing. Ja'at bit-ta marbuta. Okay.
So the words that come with tamabuta or
Tamarbuta.
tatanis. So why do we have this tatanis? So examples of this are these. Yeah. So actually by right should be madrasa. Madrasa, madrasun, yeah, makbarun or whatever it was. Yeah. But they have tamabuta now. Okay, what's the meaning here? I just put the meanings down here for you. Yeah, that's the school.
Grave, and
printing house. This is the desert, mafaza. The farm is mazra'a. Now, what do they all have in common?
Tamarbuta.
Yes, and they also seem to be what? A school, a grave, a printing house, the desert, the farm. What are all these? What do they have in common? Their function. What can we term them as? What can we term? What is the big name for these things? Something to do with the big title up there.
Yeah, it's the place.
Yeah, they are all places. Okay, they are all places. So apparently, although this is actually masculine, masculine, the words are actually masculine. The ta here is it becomes feminine just to show that it is a place. So that's the intention.
So it cannot, this kind of word cannot be a zaman.
It cannot be a, sorry?
Zaman. Time?
No, it cannot be a zaman. When you have this, is a place. When we have a, what do you call it? A zarf, and there's a tamabuta, highly likely it's a place.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's a nice thing to. So, Iza uridal buk'ah. Buk'ah is from the word ba kaf ain. Remember we saw this in Surah Al-Kahf. And what does it mean?
Did we in Surah Al-Kahf? Which one? Which ayat is that?
Okay, ba kaf ain.
Abuka, is it? No, it's not abuka. Which one?
Let me go on to the when I do that, it goes off again, right? My slideshow finishes. Why no, it doesn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't press escape. Bakain. To remain, to stay. Okay. So when we talk about buka, yeah, is a place to stay. Yeah. So that's what it means. Yeah.
Do we have this word in Kahf?
I was thinking of, I think we were looking at Baas, right? Not Baka.
Not baka.
Yeah, so I'm mistaken there.
The spot stains. It's what? Smudge. Is it that one?
Smudge?
Yeah, the baka.
Oh, Baka means, Buka means makan. Yeah, it's the same thing. Because what the Baka is to remain or stay. So Buka is the place to stay. So it's like place lah, basically. It's another word for makan. Okay. So when we are referring to this, okay, Uridu, when we want to talk about a place, then we add a ta. Yeah, and we add a ta. So that's all. So that's where we got just now the maf'il, maf'al, and maf'alatun. Yeah, so we've covered all that. So now, all of this isim zaman, isim makan, that has been derived from verbs. Yeah. Can we have an isim zaman or isim makan derived from an isim? Can we have that? Just like the way we had a Mazda, remember our Mazda? And then we had Mazdas, all our Mazdas came from fi'ils. And then I asked the same question, can a Mazda come from an isim? What was the Mazda that an isim derived from an isim? What's the name of that Mazda?
Isim master. Is it isim master? No.
Isim, this is another thing. This one, isim Mazda, isim sifah, right? This is another thing that I would like to find out more about, because whether isim sifah is the same as sifah mushabbaha, and whether isim Mazda is like Mazda Sunai. Mazda Sunai is the one that you have like for us when we do Malay, we Malayerize an English word. Okay, so the Mazda Sunai does the same thing. Sometimes not many Mazda Sunai that we have. What was it? Jahiliyah, is it? What was it? I can't remember. Jahiliyah was one of it, right? Where you take a word and you just add the tamabuta and becomes Arabic. Remember, like democracy. Yeah, they had the way of spelling democracy in Arabic with just tamabuta at the end. Yeah, so that is isim from an isim. So here we can also get isim zaman, isim makan from an isim as well. Yeah, so that's not an issue, but we have to look at what type of isim. Yeah, so whether so from a word other than a verb or masdar, because this is basically from verbs, right? Even the masdar is based on action, except for that special one that we saw, we learned. So that is from any regular noun. So instead of isim mushtaq, the one that we derive from the verb, can we get it from an isim jami? Yes, we can, but the isim will have to be what we call an isim zat. Okay, wow, I'm not sure. Zat, what do you think Zat is it?
Zat, isim zat.
And then he gave the examples of the tree. Kalam is words, is it here?
Kalam. This is kalam is words, yeah.
Asad is of course the lion. So I'm not too sure how this is Zat. Okay, so this is
what's the meaning of isim zat?
Exactly. I didn't ask him that question. But I thought Zat would have been something like a quality, right? The essence of something, right?
Yeah.
But then when I look at this, it's like Asad, no? So this is another thing I need to research. What was the other thing that I had to look up? Forgot already. I was saying to you just now that this is something I have to look up. And then now this is the second thing that I need to look up. I have to
Ah,
look at
no, not that one. Shazat, no,
no.
not that one.
Can't remember which. I will look through the slides again, inshallah.
Okay.
This one we'll find out what actually zat here means. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we think it's this, like misal just now you thought example. I was thinking the same thing initially too. And then oh no, it's actually misal.
Masalan.
Yeah, masalan. He wrote
Misal,
that masalan
yeah. That
because
is
it was a
masalan,
maf'ul in
misalan.
that sentence. That's why it became masalan. Okay.
Misal.
So what when we do this, then what happens? What's the meaning of doing this? When we make an isim zaman or makan out of this sort of isims. When you make an isim zaman or makan from an isim, how does the meaning change? Okay, how does the meaning change? So let's have a look. So here's again this one. Okay, let's do this.
Hunaka isim makan.
Okay, these are isim makar that is taken from an isim zat. We saw that. You just need to figure out what it is. And then did dalalah, just like we saw just now. Yeah. Ala an makan. An here is that, is it?
Yes. And must yeah, right? No.
That place, okay.
Anil makan. Upon that place.
Yaksur is to make many, right?
Kathar, okay. Yaksur, to make many. Fihi in it. Sahibul ismi.
Sahibul here, I think then the owner of the name, is it? Sahibul. Sahib is to be.
Yeah, could be sahib, the one who owns the. Then wayakunu ala wazan maf'alatun.
Okay, so this is also maf'ala. Yeah, this is also maf'ala.
Maf'alatun. Okay.
So when we do it with an isim, it's no longer what we said it was before. We said that it's a place, right? So in this case, maf'ala here, when it is from an isim and not from the verb just now, then it's no longer a baqwa. So
no
now,
longer what?
A place, a makan. Just now we saw it just now, right?
All places, right? With the tamar buta, and then this one is not a place.
The one that was for a place is when we were looking at mushtaqs, isim mushtaq. Then it refers to a bu'ah. But here we're not looking at an isim mushtaq, we're looking at isim jamid, the isim zat that we're looking at, right? So when this happens, then the meaning becomes different. It's no longer just a place, but it's just a place where you find a lot of things. Okay, you find a lot of things. So if, for example, if I say asadun and I make an isim makan out of this, it is a place where you find a lot of lions. Maqsadah.
Asadun ma'sadatun.
So maqsadah.
Okay. So it follows the root letters.
It follows the meaning because this is lion. So when you say maqsadah, it means that there is a lot of lions in this place.
Okay. Any other example you have?
Yes. If it's zip is bulls. Maz'abah.
Mad'abatun. Okay.
So
this where there is a lot of words. Oh, okay. So it brings the meaning of a lot.
A lot of whatever zat that is. Yeah. Okay. So
that is the original isim, I guess.
Yes.
And then that's the masdar, right?
And when we make it into isim makan.
Zarf. Then
this is not masdar. This is isim makan.
Asadun zibun.
Asadun is the isim.
Remember,
we're not deriving this from a fi'il anymore. It's not an isim mushtaq.
So it's a jamid.
It's a jamid.
Okay. So we are deriving the zarf from jamid isim.
And when we do that, the pattern will be maf'ala. And then the meaning is that place is full of whatever zat that we are looking at.
Okay. How to remember all this, Sister Zuraidah?
I have no idea. I will go around with a book.
That's the best thing, I think, because we don't come across this a lot. And then when we come across this word, okay, refer to the notes. That's it.
That's why I really am amazed how some people can remember.
Is this what you learned recently from Ustaz Helmi?
I learned this from Ustaz Helmi a few years back. I think a couple of years
Oh.
back before our COVID.
Oh, that's old. Okay, he's done all this already. This like after the grammar, all the grammar topics, is it?
After the grammar topics.
This
And
is
then
like
he
extra
did
lah.
this, he did the Sarf. Now after the Sarf, he did the Balagha.
Sarf, what he did? I have all the basics lah.
All of this and the isim tafdil and the isim what we call it?
Ala.
Nun sin ba, the one that shows that it is a person from that place, like Maki.
Okay, nasab.
Nasab. Yeah, isim nasab there.
Nusub or nasab, yeah.
So we will do that and the tasghi. So we have what do you call it? We have 3 more, if I'm not mistaken. Mushtaqat. What was 3 more? Was it? No, just 2. Isim tafdil and isim ala, right? And then we'll go on to the tasghir, and then we go on to the nasab. Then we finish the saf. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
Okay. Very detailed all this.
Yes. So we have something called masmakah, a place with a lot of fish. I was really
Samakun masmakun.
Yeah, so nice.
Must be the sea.
Now the sea, a lot of dead fish. So,
Masmakatun.
So it's quite nice actually. So inshallah next week we'll go on to our isim asma. Yep, inshallah. Okay then. Subhanallah wa bihamdik. Yeah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Amin wa iyyaki. And you have a good night's sleep and a good night rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need
nice
to
weekend to you.
Nice
weekend to you.
Okay.
Let's hope I get this recording right now.
Yeah. You just end the meeting and then it will start converting for you. I'll leave first.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will end the meeting now, inshallah.